Hey, what's going on, guys, and welcome to another Minecraft mod showcase, where today I'm showcasing the Dog Cat Plus mod. And this mod I showcased a long time ago, probably even like a year ago now, and it's had a lot of updates, and it is just one of my favorite pet mods there's ever been. And I think it would actually be really cool for our maze challenge to have a little companion to join us in the maze and possibly die with us, but that's all part of the maze. So if you want to see this in the maze challenge, let's hit 3,000 likes and we'll add it in there for you. There's a lot of pets to choose from in this mod, and there's a lot of ways to control them and use them to benefit your life. And first off, we have Scrappy, who is my little friend, and he's a little Jack Russell, and he's set to grow very big, and hopefully by the end of the showcase he will have grown to be a very large dog. But at the moment he's a puppy, and he's sat and he's behaving and he's been a very good dog. So basically, to craft yourself a spawn egg corresponding to the pet you're going to want to get is usually a diamond and an egg, and then the corresponding item. So steak, and this will get you a doggy, and then you also have, for the kitty, you'll have a cooked fish. For the skeleton, you'll have a bone. Then for the bunny would be wheat. The cactar would be a cactus, obviously, and the enderman will be an emerald. Did I say that right? Cactua. Sorry, I pronounced it wrong. I think it's from Final Fantasy, a very cool game. And then finally the human cat, which is a cooked chicken. For, I guess, if you breed a cat with a human, you get a chicken. So we're learning already. So basically, I'm not going to spawn the dog because I already have a dog. So basically, you just want to spawn your pet in, like so. And there he is. So there's my kitty. He's unnamed, he's untamed, and he's free and wild at the moment. So you need to actually tame them, and to tame them you're going to need a feather. To ride them you'll need a carrot on a stick, and a stick to access the inventory, a sign to make them sit, and then a carrier bag. This is specifically only for dogs, and you can carry them around. So first off, we're going to use the feather on the kitty, and it will give you this GUI that'll pop up, and it will let you name it. So what should we name our cat? We'll call him Cecil. I don't know if that's how you spell Cecil, but then you have to click name to actually name him. And there's a bunch of textures you can choose from. So I think I'm gonna go Ginger, because I had a ginger cat when I was little, and his name was Tom, but his name was not Cecil, but this one's name is Cecil. And then you can change the color of his collar. Let's go light blue, and then we'll go combat mode. So there's Fire Spirit, which will set things on fire, Water Spirit, which I think gives them weakness, and then Wood Spirit, which I believe poisons them, but a lot of mobs can't be poisoned, so that is probably not your best bet. So I'm going to go with Fire Spirit for Cecil, and then you can choose the model size. So at the moment it's set to normal. You can go to big or small. So I'm going to go for small because my dog is set at big. So at the moment, when they're puppies or kittens, they will be small. And then when they grow, it'll actually change to that size. But you can change this whenever. Even when they're fully grown, you can change their size and their effects and everything. So they're completely customizable throughout the entirety of this lifespan. So then I'm going to use a stick to access his inventory. So you can actually give him a weapon. So let's grab a diamond sword and make this cat strong as hell. Now you can also, if I grab some fish, some cooked fish preferably, you can put this in here. And this will allow Cecil to heal himself if he gets hurt. So if Cecil is in a fight with a mob, I don't need to use the fish on him because he already has some in his inventory, and he'll instantly heal himself gradually over time, and he will survive. So it's pretty cool to be able to give them that. Now you can also use a sign on these chaps. I need to get a bone too, because the sign and the bone basically do the same thing. If I use the sign, it'll put him into wait mode. So Cecil is now set in wait mode, and it's got like a little house, so he won't come and follow and teleport to you everywhere you go. But then you can right click on him again and he's free. You can also right click on him with the bone and it'll make him sit, and it's basically the same thing. And when he's sitting, you can see that he has that lovely blue collar, and he's looking absolutely adorable. He's such a cute cat. I love you, Cecil. Come with me. I'm gonna let him run free. I'm waiting for Scrappy to grow. I really want to see how big he gets. I think he's set to oh no, just feather. He is set to big, so he's going to be a very large dog, hopefully. Let's actually make Cecil sit so he doesn't escape when I open this gate, because I know what cats are like. Sneaky, very sneaky. Now, we also have skeletons. So I'm going to spawn this little chap down here, and we need to name him. So a baby skeleton will appear, and he'll use a range attack. So if I use the feather on him, let's call him Skinny, and click name. And as textures, you have 3 textures, so like a normal, a wither, and then a very bright white. I'm going to go for the very bright white, And the collar, let's go. Let's make him pink. Make him fabulous. And it kind of makes it appear on like the wrists and the ankles. And then you have combat mode. So I'm going to go water spirit on this one. And then we'll just go normal size for him. So I'm going to spawn in. What should we spawn in? Nothing explosive. A spider will do. A spider will do the trick. Attack, boy. Get him. Get him, boy. So as you can see, he shoots arrows at him and he does a reasonable amount of damage. Don't think the archers can actually give the effects, and only the melee ones can. So that's interesting. Good to note. So next we have a bunny. Let's spawn in the bunny. The bunny's probably one of my favorite. It's just so cute. Look at him. He's so small. He's so small. Okay, I'm going to name him. Where did he go? There he is. What should we call this little man? Sniffers? Sniffers. And there's a bunch of textures for this. There's like, starts white, grey, brown. So there's 3 actually. And we're going to go, we'll go brown. And let's give him a yellow collar. And we'll give him combat mode wood spirit. So we'll leave him at normal. And you can see his nice little wood block there. And let's get in another spider for him to fight and show his strength. Uh-oh. Oops, a daisy. Oh, he picked it up. He wanted that. It's so cool that they're just like an inventory. Yep, that's a pack of adorable little pets that are attacking everything. You practically are no threat at all with these guys. So Sniffers will use melee, whereas Skinny is very aggressive. Let's actually make Skinny sit so Sniffers can do it on his own. Go on, Sniffers. Be the man you always wanted to be. He's so cute. So they do a base damage of 2 hearts, which is pretty strong, but they don't have a lot of hearts themselves, so you do want to make sure they have some food so that they can heal themselves. Next we have the Cactuar from Final Fantasy, and he's pretty cute. He's a little cactus. He's ready to run. What should we call him? I don't know what to call him. You need to sit and behave yourself. We shall call him Spiny. That'll do. Spiny, the cactus. And there's, I think, just 3 textures for this one. So there's the normal cactus, and then like a slightly darker one, and then a very pale one. So I'm going to go very pale. Let's give him a lime. Let's make him match himself. And then combat mode, we'll just give him fire spirit and demonstrate what the fire spirit does. So attack, boy. So he should set this spider if he catches him on fire, which is probably, I think, my favorite effect of all of them. And he burned him to a crisp. Good job, Cactuar. So they don't actually get too big, the Cactuars, because they are originally very small. I'll set them to big, just so we can see. And what else have we got? And here we have the Enderman. This one's really cute. He holds a block forever. He will not drop this block. Do not fear, there will not be sand appearing everywhere. But we shall name him Warple. Warple, because he makes a warple noise. And we'll give him the texture. I think it's 3, so it kind of graduates and his eyes change color a little bit. We'll give him this one, where he has like Hero Brian eyes. And let's make his collar cyan. And then we'll give him water spirit and just leave him normal size. So let's make him attack. Do your thing, Warble. Oh, so there you can see, because he's melee and he has the water, he gives the spider slowness. So it does work, it's just for the range, it doesn't, which is a little bit strange. But as you can see, they're very, very powerful. I'm going to make them sit. Spiny, thank you. Behave, boys. Behave. I've got pets everywhere. This is brilliant. And they're so cheap to get, too. So even if you do lose them, which is quite likely, because if you do have some really powerful mods installed, you're very likely to suffer some losses, because they don't have a lot of health, and some mods are very OP. But you can just craft some more. It'll be sad. You can rename them and just reincarnate them. Finally, we have the human cat, which is slightly disturbing, I think. I don't know about you, but I think he's slightly creepy. I mean, cats weird me out as it is. But this guy, he is odd. He's very, very odd. He reminds me of something, and I can't put my finger on it. So we'll call him Odd One. We'll call him Odd One, and we'll make his texture. There's a few for this guy. So there's the normal brown one you saw, like the cream, and then a dark brown, a white. So we're gonna go with white, and put his collar. Let's go all the way to the end. See how many we got. So there's a lot of collar colors. Let's go with blue, and then combat mode. We'll make him a wood spirit, And I think this guy's an archer too, so it doesn't really matter what you do for his combat mode. And then finally, we'll spawn another spider. Attack, boy! Go, Odd One. He does a lot of damage, actually. Holy smokes. Odd One, the beast. Okay, so Odd One is clearly quite a god. I think he's slightly more expensive. Oh, no, he's not. So he's just a chicken. It makes sense, though, doesn't it? Let's actually get a dog in, because there are so many textures you're going to need to see for the dog. I think this one has by far the most. So it starts off this little pale chap, and we'll name this one, I don't know, what do you call a dog? Rex the dog. And then with texture 1 is like a little white face, and then we have a lighter brown, a little fluffy ears one, a Dalmatian. So then we have this darker brown one, and then a creamy one. And, oh, it's like a little husky. Oh, he's adorable. And then a white one, like a Westie, and then like a Jack Russell. I'm going to go with, oh, there's so many to choose from. I'm going to go with this little man. And then the color I will set to, pink? No, grey. Grey will do. And then combat mode, Fire Spirit, leave it normal. And then attack. Go for it, little doggy. So as you can see, there's a ton of textures for the dogs. And I think the dogs are my favorite. Dogs are a man's best friend, so it's always good, always good. Oh my god. He has grown. He has grown. Cecil has not, but Scrappy has. And Scrappy is a big, old dog right now. And he is absolutely huge. Look at him. Oh, he's adorable. So you can actually change it to anything you want whilst it's fully grown. So then we have the normal size and then the big. I like the big though. Oh, he's so cute. And then Cecil, earlier I stuck a chest in with Cecil, and this accesses Cecil's inventory, and whenever you put in Cecil's inventory or like give Cecil, will go into this Doka chest. So the Doka chest is crafted using just a bunch of wood, 7 pieces of wood, an ender pearl, and a bone, and it has this ender chest effect where it looks like an ender chest. And Cecil has access to it, so whenever he's out, he'll pick up a bunch of stuff for you and then dump it into the pet chest. So that's a really cool feature, and will allow you to go raiding and collect stuff, which would actually be really cool for the maze, because it'll maybe allow us to escape with some of the items that we're not allowed to escape with. So you can actually use a carrot on a stick to ride your pets, and they're all very interested and want to be ridden. So who am I going to pick? I think I will choose the little cat man thing. Come with me, cat man. This is... Where's he going? Stop being so fast. Oh, this cat is he's hard to control. Can you jump, cat? Jump up. He cannot jump. Catman is doomed to a life of below the block. Let's ride Scrappy. Scrappy's nice and big. Good man, Scrappy. Oh, Scrappy, yes. Look at that tail. Oh, Scrappy, no. Oh, Scrappy. So the final item I'm going to show you is the carrier bag, and it is crafted using a diamond, a book, and a bone, and this is only for the dog, and only for dogs you've not spawned when you're in creative, so it doesn't work for Scrappy and Rex the dog. So I've spawned in Dogman, and Dogman will now, if I just punch him with this carrier bag, will enter my carrier bag, and it shows you I'm carrying a doggy, and his pet name Dogman and pet owner Jobas, and if I right click, he will reappear, and I will lose the bag, but it does allow you to transport them and keep them in your inventory if you do wish to do that. So if you do want to see this in the maze challenge, let's hit 3,000 likes. And if you enjoyed this video, just give it a thumbs up because you love it and you love little baby pets. And check out the mod, download the link in the description. And as always, thanks for watching.
In a world where Void's Wrath teams up with mcprohosting.com to have any mod packs auto-install straight to a server for you and your friends to play, go over to mcprohosting.com to get yourself a Crazy Craft, Dreamcraft, or Jurassic Craft server today.